Hey, Rock.
Charles, how are you, bud?
Rocky.
You got it.
Oh, you look much better.
Oh, well, thank you for that. You too.
Yeah, you look much better.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just told half an hour ago. Go ahead, take a picture.
Yeah.
Send it to me.
I'll do that.
Thank you. You were going to meet some protesters.
I saw you jaywalking. Did you know that? I guess I'm going to remember that for future reference.
You are.
Right? So if you ever come after me again, I'm going to say, you remember that day? And I have witnesses.
I could go after you for remember that day. So many days. Don't touch me. I don't want to catch the flu. I don't want to catch a cold. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
You just came from in front of the legislature?
I did, yeah.
I don't even know what's going on.
Taxpayers Federation.
What is it?
Traveling across the country, and they're promoting the use of Canadian oil versus foreign oil. They're basically saying, we should be using our own oil. As long as we're using oil, we should be using our own oil as opposed to bringing in foreign oil. And in order to do that, of course, the Green Party, has already made the point. Elizabeth May, right? She said that they actually we should be using Canadian oil versus foreign oil. She said that. So the only issue we have here, discussion, is well, where do you actually get? How do you get it there? So it's a lot safer to do it by pipeline than it is by rail and truck and ship.
You still believe that?
Absolutely. It's true. Very true. So the only challenge we have is people think that if you build a pipeline, it is signed us up to use oil for the next 30 years. And that part's not true. Because at the point in time when we have technology advanced to the stage where batteries, let's say, that Kodak moment when all of a sudden now digital photography is in, you're going to be in a situation where storage becomes viable for renewables, and then you will see the fossil fuel usage come down. Electric cars will be more, economical. So the purpose is we can still meet our emission targets. We can still stay on track for that. We don't need a tax, and we should be transporting our Canadian oil across this country by pipeline.
It's amazing how I'm letting you talk, but that's okay.
know,
Rocky, Friday we're going to go. One thing, the refinery.
Yeah.
There was an explosion there, Thanksgiving.
A year ago or so.
Yeah, and nobody knows nothing of what happened. I mean, we're talking about safety. Pipeline is also safety. So shouldn't the government, or it's a private company, shouldn't we know what happened, how many people are traumatized, or what happened there?
Well, I mean, pipeline's a very different situation than,
but they're going to the
than
same
a
place.
refinery situation.
They're going
Well,
to
it
the
may
same
be
place.
going the same place, but I could be driving somewhere and it would be going to the same place. But the place is quite different than a pipeline. And as far as that, I don't know the details around that incident.
You never do.
It was 9 years ago when I've been there. Was that right?
That's true.
So it was an unfortunate incident. There's no question. And I would assume, but I'm only saying that because I know in the past that they would have gone through tremendous pains to understand the root cause and how to prevent it in the future. And they would have worked with all the personnel to...
Do we get along good?
Pardon?
Huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He moved fast. So we're going to meet Friday?
I'll see about Friday. I have time with him on Friday that I will donate to you if he has time in his schedule.
Hey,
I will give you my time.
Rocky, huh?
Yeah, no, Rocky's right. Yeah, Rocky was
St. John, huh?
I know.
Oh, later. Thank you. Okay, so like I was going to say that I was, somebody told me there's something going on in front of the ledge. I don't know, he just told me, Taxpayers Federation, pipeline, whatever. So I'm just going to keep this camera on, and maybe somebody could tell me what's going on. Oh, by the way, that was the premier. Oh, I think he's leaving. Oh yeah. Two fini, all done. All done.
Yes. Were you looking for a?
Just want to know what was going on.
So we're the actually, I'll get you to talk to my colleague here, Renaud, if you've got. Are you media?
What's media?
I don't know, but maybe I'll get you to talk to my
I'm a
colleague.
blogger. I'm a blogger in
Okay.
this. I'm a blogger. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, nice to meet you.
I'm a blogger in this province. I'm the biggest blogger in New Brunswick.
That's awesome.
And I'm also the biggest bullshitter you ever met in your life. They go hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Really? Because I've met a bunch of politicians in my days.
Listen, I just interviewed Blaine Hayes. And I don't know, somebody sent me an email, there was something going on here, and I just came, and he's talking, this is no editing. So the premiere is on, and you're next. What's going on?
My only question would be, do you want this in French or in English? Because if it's in English, my colleague Paige would actually be much better. Sorry for redirecting you.
Oh yeah.
But she's our director for Atlantic. And I do
Parle français, toi?
Exactement.
Étudiant de Québec?
Du Québec, oui, de Montréal.
Québec, Montréal, Québec. C'est pas différent. Je veux dire, la majorité de le monde qui écoute c'est anglais. So.
Well, do you prefer to...
Sure, English, no problem. Somebody, just...
Paige? Okay.
Don't matter, just somebody.
I can do it too. What are we asking about?
I'm just asking what's going on. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. There,
What organization are you with?
Me? I'm a blogger. You know what a blogger is?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm the biggest blogger in New Brunswick.
Cool.
And I'm also the biggest bullshitter you ever met in your life. So they go hand in hand. You know what I mean? Look, I'll give you some introduction. Okay. So, what exactly are you guys doing?
Yeah, so we're on a cross-country pipeline tour. And what we're doing, a lot of people know about the benefits of a pipeline from a jobs perspective, or from an economy perspective, but what we're showing is how much revenue has been lost by the federal government from a lack of pipelines. And when you do have a lack of pipelines, when you have this less federal government than what you could have, that means Canadians have less money for things like hospitals, or things like paying teachers, or even just lowering tax bills.
What about the safety aspect of it?
Well, in terms of, is a pipeline... Absolutely. So, I mean, there is an environmental aspect, and there's a lot of concerns from environmentalists, and a lot of concerns. I mean, there should be environmental regulations, but when you look at the global picture, which we should be looking at, you can help the oil demand isn't going anywhere, or at least I should say, oil demand is going to be around for quite some time. So then the question arises of where would you rather the oil produced, where would you rather it shipped, and where would you rather jobs created? A place like Canada, a place like Saudi Arabia, Nigeria, or the United States. So we can help the global environment, we can create jobs at home, we can build hospitals and pay for teachers right here at home by getting our products to Tidewater and then selling them around the world for fair value.
What about every time there's a disaster, pipe disaster, you hear the CEO in front of the news conference, we're so sorry. I mean, they don't do. You know what I mean?
And there should be regulations in place, and if stuff like that happens, obviously there should be responsibility on the company. But that doesn't mean that we just deter development outright. Absolutely not. I mean, and then too, when you block pipelines, it's not like you're just not producing oil anymore. And then you have rail cars. And then what happens when there's rail car issues? That happens as well. So what we're saying is that, I mean, look, if you say no to pipelines, you're not saying no to risk, you're not saying no to other means of transportation that could be even more costly. What we're saying is, look, let's get our products to market, right? Let's help the global environment, and we can do that while creating jobs, while paying for hospitals, while paying for more teachers, by encouraging pipeline development and selling our resources around the world.
What's your next stop?
Okay, so our next stop is our next stop's going to be in Charlottetown.
Charlottetown?
And Halifax.
Who pays for? Is it the pipelines supporters that pay for?
So legally, I actually can't disclose donations.
Okay.
And who our supporters are? Like legally, and I'm not.
No,
I'm not
you're not being a wise guy.
Yeah.
No, but the bottom line is, how many stops you go? How many you spend all summer going across Canada?
No, we're going to be spending close to a month. We already started in Ottawa. We already started in Ottawa. We've been through Ontario, Quebec, and now we're doing the Maritimes. We'll be in St. John's, Newfoundland, and then we're going to be heading west, Victoria, Vancouver, things like that.
Final question. What's your website?
Taxpayer.com.
Taxpayers.com?
No, singular. Singular is our seat.
Taxpayer.com.
Yeah, that's our singular site.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
That's it. Okay. So, trying to find opposition at the pipeline, but they're all gone. What do you think?